Yeah, there you go. Yeah, good morning, everybody. My name is Fatima Ford, and I have today with me the lovely Heather Hewitt. We've been friends for a long, long time, and I've been working with Heather for years now uh, to sort of just guide her and help her with her health and sort of boosting her immune system. And Heather and I worked since last year in October and November time with a program, and we called it the 30-day program, where it was just really eating healthily. There was an eating plan, and part of it is taking some supplements to just help the body to cope with what we were doing, resetting things and doing bits and pieces. So say good morning, Heather, to everyone.
Hi everybody, good morning. I hope that you're well this morning.
Yeah.
Praise God.
Amen. Yeah, and it's a beautiful day here, by the way. The sun is shining and it's absolutely brilliant here. And I hope it is shining on you too,
Oh
Heather.
yes. Oh yes, it's lovely at this side too. We hope it remains nice and bright today.
Yes, let's hope so. Keep our fingers crossed. So, Heather, if you could just share with us your story, your journey of what you've been doing since last year. What was life like for you before you started this program?
Well, before I started the program, the one thing that I was trying to really get rid of was the hot flushes, because I'm now in the postmenopausal time of my life, and the hot flushes were such a nightmare. I mean, I'd have to walk with towels and all sorts, and my sleep was terrible. I couldn't sleep all the way through the night because I'd be tossing and turning, and also the things that were happening with me was that I put on so much weight. Everybody said I looked very well, which I did, but I didn't feel very well, because even when I went to bend down to do my lessons up and things like that, my stomach would get in the way. And I had a lot of excess weight around my knees. So my legs, I wasn't very happy with how my legs were looking.
Yeah.
I also had a lot of sugar cravings, and that was another thing that I really wanted to, break that habit, because that obviously was affecting how I felt. And also it was, just causing a lot of inflammation in my body, which resulted in a lot of chest pains and all sorts of things. So
Yeah.
there was
What
quite
else? Yeah.
going on.
Yeah. What else did the sugar craving? How did you know actually it was the sugar? Could you share with us, like when you ate the sugar, what happened immediately within half an hour of you, whether it's a biscuit, whether it's a bit of chocolate or a hot chocolate or whatever it is you had? How did it make you feel? I'd love you to share that little bit, please, if you don't mind, Heather.
Definitely. So what I realized, which I didn't spot out before I started the program, was that whenever I eat these things, lots of sweet things like a cake, or I'm not into sweets as such, but I do like chocolate. Whenever I eat these things, about 15-20 minutes after, I would need to sleep. It would send me into a sleep, and it was a tiredness that my body just demanded that I had to sleep at that point.
Wow.
And then I would have a sleep, maybe sleep for about an hour or more.
Yeah.
And then when I woke up from that sleep, I still felt very groggy and very tired.
Right.
So I didn't realize that it was, the sweet stuff or the sugary stuff that was having this effect on me until I started the program.
Right.
And these things were highlighted to me. Yeah.
Fantastic. So, Heather, before you started the program, did you have any reservation in any way about embracing the way of eating and taking the supplementation?
I did. And when I looked at the pantry list, I looked at the food that was on there, and I said, oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? Because a lot of the food that is on there is quite different to what I'm used to eating. So I said, oh my goodness, and I was a bit reserved. But then I thought of my health. Obviously, your health comes first. And I was desperate to change the way I was feeling
Yes.
in my body, and to get rid of the chest pain and the hot flushes particularly. So I just really came to terms with, yes, I'm going to change the way I'm eating. If this is the way to do it, then I will put my mind to do it. And funny enough, as I got into it, the first couple of weeks, it did take a bit of mental adjustment.
Yes.
But once I set my mind to do this 30-day program, I was able to really get into it, and it's been fantastic. And also I thought about the price of the supplements. And to be honest with you, from many years ago, when we first met Fatima, we had that discussion about 10 or even 12 years ago now, about, being able to afford the supplements. And I realized that, there's no price that you can put on your health. You either, you either pay now and play later, or play now and pay later. And so I just make a budget for my supplements every month. It's part of my shopping list now. And it's one of my top priorities in my financial planning every month.
Wonderful, Heather. Thank you for sharing that. That is brilliant, Heather. And so now my next sort of thing I'd like to know now and find out is that how's life for you now? Having persevered, as you said, it was a struggle to begin with. And once you got used to the new way of eating, how is life like now for you?
Well, I can say it's so much better now. I mean, the hot flushes are literally gone now. I don't really have them at all now. And, I can actually sleep throughout the night with, minimal times of waking. Of course, you wake up for a toilet break or whatever, but I don't have the constant tossing and turning that I did before. The sugar cravings are completely gone now. I do have a bit of chocolate now and then, but it's not something that I feel I need to have. So I choose when I want to have it. And, it's not very often that I eat that chocolate, or even the cakes and things like that, And also the weight that I put on, I have a lovely flat tummy now. And my knees, the excess weight that was around my knees, we also realized that it was just a accumulation of inflammation in the body. So it wasn't actually fat that I was getting rid of, it was inflammation. That's all gone, and I'm absolutely enjoying my figure, because this is how I used to be when I was younger, and I'm enjoying every minute of it now. Yeah.
Wonderful, Heather. Wonderful. And you can bend down to do your shoelaces now?
Oh, yes, with quite good ease. No problem. No bulging tummy now, which is really, absolutely wonderful.
And how, you mentioned earlier also you had the chest pain. How is that now?
Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. I don't have any chest pains whatsoever now. Wonderful. And I really must say that the solution to that was to keep up with the supplements. And I really detected that as I went through the program and I engaged in taking certain supplements, that actually knocked the pain on the head. So that's why I'm determined now to keep up with the supplements, because it played a big and major part in, the results that I've got now.
Fantastic, Heather. And the supplements, the whole purpose of the supplements, by the way, is to reduce inflammation. So that's why, and pain is inflammation, and also to boost your energy level and to boost your immune system. So well done you, Heather. Well done for sticking to it and discovering your own journey, trial and error, and to know exactly what did what. Fabulous, Heather. So if anyone was watching us right now, Heather, and thinking, oh, this could be something I could try or something I could do, what would be your message to them, Heather?
I would say to them, we often don't have a budget for our health. We have a budget for everything else. We have budget for the car. We might have budget for other insurances, but the greatest budget you can have is for your health. And I find that, you know, even throughout our program, when people were engaging in our program, that was one of the things that was highlighted, the financial aspects of it. So if they are struggling with that area, I would say to look at what you're spending in your weekly shopping, and I'm sure there are things that you could probably, you know, decide to cut out the foods that are not good for you, and use that money to put aside to put towards the supplements. But I would say to anybody, if you don't have to have bad health to want to embark on such a program, because it's all about maintaining your good health. So you may not have a health issue like I had, but, you know, even in the time that we are in now, especially with the coronavirus, we need to maintain good health. And so therefore, you know, I would say to everybody needs to be on a program like this. And if you have health issues, then I can obviously, you know, honestly say to you that I believe with all my heart that this will be a way forward for you to improve that health issue. And many people have been on our program. Now we've had people with sickle cell, with multiple sclerosis, even with lupus, and they're still on the journey, and their health has improved so much. So I would encourage anybody to be on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Heather. Thank you for that. And the way you've helped yourself and you've helped your community. I know there's so many people in your community, and that's what's lovely about this program that we've created. You become part of the community to have the support. And if you know Heather or you know me, just PMS, that's privately messages, if you want to. And the program basically is eating in a particularly healthy way and taking certain supplements. And if you want to know more about them, please either contact Heather or contact me. And thank you, Heather, and bye for now.
Thank you, Fatima. Thank you so much. I just want to add very quickly that I'm also on WhatsApp. We have 2 groups on WhatsApp. And if you know my personal number, you're very welcome to connect with me on that number. Thank you so much this morning, Fatima. And thank you so much for your wonderful coaching. Take care, everyone. Bless you. God bless you.
Yeah. Bye, Heather.